What's up guys, it's Kevin with the Knife Doctor. Today I'm going to be sharing a great knife with you and a little bit of something I'm going to add to it to make it a little bit more better or give it a little bit more character. Excuse my dogs, they're running around here. But I love dogs. I gotta have a dog. And I have two of them. My son's got two of them. But I'm going to be sharing two Zippos from my collection that I cherish. They're probably my favorite ones. So let's get to the Zippos real quick. The first one is my, I bought this Zippo from the ship store. It was the latter part of '91. I was on the USS Whidbey Island. That was my second float. I call it a float because you live on a ship for 6 months with a bunch of guys, probably over 1,000 men. I'm not really sure of how to count. I probably knew it, but I don't forgot. But it was quite a bit of men. But you live on the ship with the same guys for 6 months. But I was only getting like $75 a pay period, and my wife wasn't getting much more than that from the rest of my check. I was broke, but I made it a point to use some of that funds to buy my dad a Zippo, and this is it here. I don't know if you can be able to see that, but it says USS Whidbey Island, solid brass. But he passed away in 2011 and I got it back. Mom made sure I got that back because that's the only thing I really asked for back, because it's part of me and my dad. He carried it for a while. He always carried one. But oh, I love this little thing. But you see the dates on there, it don't really have, it might have one on this one. See, there's a K right there. It means November. And the V11, which is in Roman numerals, I guess that's 7, but that's made in '91. So November of '91, that's about when I got on that ship that year, because we just got back from Desert Storm in June, early part of June. We just got back from Desert Storm early part of June, was home a few months, and then we went straight back to the Mediterranean on the USS Whidbey Island. But this was made in November of '91, and that's about when I bought it. And like I said, I wasn't getting but $75 a pay period, but I made it a point to buy my dad one, and I got it back. So, and it's barely been used, but this is one of my favorite ones in my collection. The other one I bought, I didn't buy it on the ship store. I wish I would have bought one on the ship store, but I found one on eBay. I never got how much I paid for it, but it was from my first med float. It's brand new though. It's from the USS Saipan. I was on the USS Saipan. I got on that ship in '90. I think early part, and was on there for 6 months because we did Operation Sharp Edge. We was out in the med for about 3 months. Then we had to go straight to Liberia. I don't know if y'all remember the Civil War they had in Liberia, but we had to, our ship had to evacuate the American, the embassy there. But it's got the paperwork, and it's got an extra spring. So there's a spring. There's the paperwork there. Never been used, as you can tell. It's brand new. Looks good. That's the USS Saipan. Again, I lived on that ship for 6 months. I think both ships that I was on are decommissioned now, if I'm not mistaken. But great times. It was great times. I wouldn't change a thing. We suffered on that ship now. You know, it's it's a world of love and hate. You know, you hate it when you're in, but then you kind of miss it when you're out. So It's just part of it. But I'm fixing to show you this knife now. Then we're gonna go to my workshop and I'm gonna show you a little bit of something that's gonna give it a little bit more character. It's a case, XX, and this is a great knife. It is a folding hunter, one of my favorite case knives, and this thing's in immaculate shape. I don't know if you can see, but it is a 1964 to 1969. That's when it was made. There's no dots. It's got it's laminated wood. It's not a bone or anything, but it's got a drilled frame. We're gonna make use of that drilled frame today. It's been in my collection for years. It's one of my pristine knives because it's in great shape. And listen to these springs. The snap, or snap ability, is what my new friends call it on their YouTube channels. Listen to that. You don't want to put your finger down there when this knife is closing. But we're fixing to take this up to my shop and we're gonna add something to it, and it's just gonna give it a little bit more character. I not only deal with knives, I deal with my chickens too. This is Princess. She's my youngest hen. She's a pretty little girl, ain't she? Okay guys, nice case, nice knife, but it's missing one little thing to me. We're fitting to make use of this drill frame right here with leather. I love a leather strap on a knife. If there's a hole for one, I like to put me a leather strap in there. Okay guys, I just don't stick them in there and tie them now. It's supposed to get cold here this week. I try to get them as even as I can. Now find me a spot. I'm trying to get them straight too now. Try to keep it as straight as I can. Try not to make it too long, but long enough. I'm not using it for a lanyard or anything. It's just gonna add some character to it. I think that's about right. Get it good and tight. And then, what I like to do is cut them off at an angle. About like that. Just like that. And that, my friends, is a complete knife now. I'm gonna put a little oil on it. Don't you just love this stuff? I could talk about this kind of stuff all day long. Ooh boy, snappability, as my friends call it. Never heard that term before until I heard it from Terry's Knives and Man Stuff. He gave me a new word. And you know what? This looks a little dry to me. Let's go ahead and throw some oil on it. Okay, let's see what this looks like now. Now tell me that ain't pretty. Don't that look a whole lot better? Ain't that more character? The sheath looks good. And this knife looks good. And it does make it easier to pull out your pocket or your sheath. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, just give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And all the subscribers I do have, thank y'all so much. Until we meet again, y'all be like a good knife. Stay sharp.